So it's quarantine and everybody's probably wondering what they must make in this time, and we have 21 days. So I thought that we could take some videos and just inspire people on social media as to what to make. Obviously we can't just go to the shop, so in all these videos you'll just be seeing what I have and what I can make with that. Yes, so I just hope to inspire you guys. Today we're just going to be making some chili con carne with some homemade tortillas. Yeah, it's a really good foodie meal, and it's also plant-based, so if you enjoy that, this is for you. So first we're going to be making the tortillas. It's very easy. You just have some cake flour, normal cake flour, 300 grams of that, and then you have some 160 ml of warm water. Make sure you boil the kettle. A pinch of salt, 1 ml baking powder, and oil. That's all that it is in a tortilla. So you're going to make a well in the middle of the tortilla. Then you're going to add your pinch of salt, baking powder, and then with the well in the middle you're just going to put all of your wet ingredients there. Oil and water. Next we're going to knead it. So now we're just going to bring everything together. And you're going to knead it for 10 minutes when the dough forms. So it's been about 5 minutes of kneading the dough. It still has to go another 5 minutes. Don't be discouraged if you just see like crumbs everywhere and stuff. Obviously humidity plays a role in everything. So yeah, make sure that you sanitize your countertop, because when you start kneading, you can't knead in a bowl, so then you can knead on a flat surface. Okay, so we have come to like a tired phase where things are looking a bit dry. So if they are looking a bit dry, just take some water and rub it on your hands and then knead further just to make that dough nice and moist so that it's not too dry. You will know when the dough is finished when it starts coming together like this. It's not falling apart anymore. This is obviously how it started out. So that is pretty incredible how food changes. So what we're going to do is now, it's quite a big dough, so we're going to make it into little balls because it's easier to work with later on when you need to roll it out, because then the gluten relaxes. Then it's much easier to roll when it's relaxed instead of being pinched. Like you can see here, they don't have to be even. You just count how many people are going to be eating, and then we're going to roll it out later. But for now it needs to rest, so we're just going to put it in a bowl and put it in the fridge. Cover it with cling wrap so that it doesn't form a skin or dry out. So now we're going to start doing the filling for the tortilla, which is the chili con carne. I'm going to put this on a medium to high heat, which is like a 4, if we're talking numbers. We're going to put a pan on, make sure it's a big pan. Drizzle some olive oil or whatever you have in your kitchen according to lockdown. Okay, so what we have here is the ingredients that we're all going to put in for the chili con carne. Usually you put meat with it, but we're not going to be adding meat because it's plant-based and we want to be healthy during lockdown. So we're going to add onion into the pan with all of the spices. Over here we have garlic, which I mashed up. Then we have paprika, cinnamon sticks, oregano, cumin, bay leaves, and chili. But the chili is soaked in coffee. Yes. Coffee. Then we have tomatoes, bell peppers, whichever colors you can get, it's really fine. And then the kidney beans, the star of the show. Okay. We're going to test the oil. If it sizzles, it's ready. So if you had tomato puree from a shop, then you wouldn't have to add your tomatoes in now. But because we don't have that, we're going to be adding it in now so that it can soften. We only have fresh tomatoes, which is not a problem, but it needs to get nice and soft with everything else. So you can see that it's starting to just soften up, which is very good. I want to start adding the spices so that everything can get a full flavor. So we're going to add our cumin, oregano, just about 2 teaspoons of everything, some paprika, but I'm only going to add half because if it's spicy you can always add more. Now we're just going to mix that in, make sure that those flavors get everywhere. You can really smell the goodness and the saltiness and the spiciness. So we looked in the pantry and found this bad boy. So we will be adding tomato puree. I thought that it was tomato paste. It needs to form a paste. So on the recipe it says to add all these ingredients first, and then this, and then this. But we're not really following rules, except for the quarantine rules. Follow those. You might get kicked out of your family. But we're gonna add these just because they're much bigger, so it takes a longer time to cook through and get softer. We're also gonna be adding the star of the show, which is the kidney beans, and then some of all the other flavors as well, because we're South African. I want it too spicy. Adding some salt. Good amount of that. Some pepper. Healthy amount of that. Stir it, and then we should probably taste. Because then we can decide if we need some more spice or not. Now we're just gonna taste it, just to make sure that the spice is good. Not too hot, but not too mild as well. It is perfect. It's not too hot. You can really get those cinnamon flavors and the bay leaf. Don't just skip that if you have it, or you can have it added. It's really awesome to see how a stick of cinnamon can really add so much flavor. I'm really getting that. So tomatoes, I don't know if you actually know, but once they're cooked, they actually have an enzyme in them, or it releases an enzyme once it's cooked that makes it a lot more healthier than when it's raw. And they're also pink, which in the colors of food contains hesperidin, which is very good for you as well. But this is where you really have to come in and see it as heavenly, and all the colors are just popping and the smells are just amazing and your nostrils are just opening up. So we took out these balls from the fridge. They're quite hard, as you can see, and it is quite a mission to roll out. This has been a solid, I would say, 5 minutes rolling this. So you're gonna put the tortillas into a hot heated pan that's on high heat, and then you're just gonna wait for them to brown in color and then flip them around the whole time, checking them. These are our little tortillas. If you take them out too soon, then they're gonna taste too floury and too mealy. So you need to make sure that you leave them in long enough. When they start puffing up, that's perfect. You actually need it like that. Now that it's finished, we're gonna eat. Here's tortillas, the guacamole salsa, and then your beautiful plant-based chili con carne.